Hello everyone, my name is Cameron Cowan. I'm host of the Cameron Cowan Show. I'm so happy to see you here and see you on the videos. I love when you guys watch, and I love giving you guys great videos. So, politics is definitely in the news right now, and barring any unfortunate events that I have not heard about by the time you see this video, Donald Trump is still in the lead of the Republican nomination. This interesting article I've been sitting on for quite a while, and it's called Why Fascism is Rising Again and What You Can Learn from It. It's from a gentleman named Umair Haq on Medium. And it starts out, why fascism is rising again and what you can learn from it. And he says, we thought it was gone forever, we were wrong, and here's why. He opens, it's a tiny thought. If I told you last Christmas that the leading contender for president for the richest, most powerful country in the globe had openly said he was okay with armbands, internment camps, extrajudicial bans, and blood rights, unless you were a card-carrying member of Conspiracy Theorists International, you probably would have laughed at me. And yet, here we are, precisely in that reality. And it's not just Trump. The darkest specter of global politics, the one we thought we exorcised, has somehow been summoned and reborn. Fascism is ever resurgent. What I'll call in this short series of essays, New Fascism is a global phenomenon. Marie Le Pen is the most openly extreme politician contesting national leadership since Hitler. Triumphed, winning a third of the vote in recent French elections. The world stands poised on the precipice of a dark age of new fascism. It is rising, Cerberus-like, from Scandinavia to Europe, from Turkey to Australia. And he goes on, link will be in the description for certain. He basically demonstrates the fact that fascism comes out of economic inopportunity. And that basically what happened, and what's happened in this country, what's happened in many democracies, is the center has hollowed out in many ways. Politically, people are very left, people are very right. Economically, you have a lot of have-nots and a few haves that are havinger at the top. And this is all conspiring together to create an environment where there's no centrism, there's no middle, there's just the left-wing solution and the right-wing solution, and they're diametrically opposed to each other. What this allows is people who are kind of towards the middle, like Donald Trump, to come in and propose radical ideas in order to solve the stagnation problem, in order to seemingly solve the economic troubles that besiege us all. And this is not new. This is precisely what Hitler did. Starting in the late 20s, after his release from prison, he organized a group of gangs called the Brown Shirts, because they wore brown shirts. And they did things that the Weimar Republic could not do. They brought medicine to people. They brought food. They got neighborhoods to be safer. They did all kinds of these social reforms. And so when Hitler rises to power in 1933, people were very supportive of him. And as time went on, more and more people supported him. And that's precisely what's happened with Donald Trump. Read his speeches. He doesn't say anything. He has his thumb out to see where the public opinion poll is going. Not that all politicians don't do that, but he's particularly bad at it. And he is going to say what a lot of people are thinking. He is going to give voice to people who are disenfranchised, who they feel like no one's listening to them, who feel like they do not have a voice in the political system because social change is happening, and he is going to make them feel empowered. He's going to make them feel like they matter, and people don't vote for him because of his policies. They vote for him because of how he makes them feel. And this is exactly what fascism does. When you look at UKIP in the UK, Front National in France, everywhere you look, it's the same thing. When you have people who are disenfranchised and disempowered, they will vote for anyone who will bring that to be. Unfortunately, this also means raucous nationalism, out-and-out racism, anti-immigration policies, and all kinds of different small, subtle changes that disenfranchise other people so a protected group can feel better. He closes the article by saying, recently, the U.S. has reached a historic tipping point. For the first time, the middle class is a minority, and this is huge. Neither you nor I can say that this proves in academic terms that fascism is caused by it. Yet we can say with confidence the following. Fascism is always a product of an opportunity. In the U.S., the middle class and its living standards peaked around 1970. Since then, the middle class has shrunk steadily, and today, fascism is rising at precisely the moment when the middle class is at the turning point from majority to minority. And I think it is so very, very important to understand that regardless of which extreme you're on, any policy that does not include everyone, any policy that does not include all of we the people, that is something that we cannot all sign on to and feel like we're all benefiting from, is no policy that we should have. And whether we're creating social safety nets, building walls at Mexico's expense, whatever have you, and that's Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump, who are very far apart, we have to focus on what is going to move the conversation of America forward. How are we going to provide economic opportunity? How are we going to allow people to live the course of their lives without fear of being destroyed? How do we create that? How do we move that forward? It's not just democratic socialism from Bernie Sanders. It's not just militant nationalism from Donald Trump. It's, whether we like it or not, some elegantly blended combination of both of those things. We've suffered from bad trade deals, jobs being offshored, prices going down, wages getting stuck, all this sort of thing, and now it's time to turn the conversation towards how we really actionably move things forward. So, the link to this article is in the description. He wrote it in London last December. I'm here every Monday and Friday on YouTube, every Saturday on the podcast. Write in, email at CameronCowan.net, CameronCowan.tumblr.com, Facebook.com/The Cameron Cowan Show, at Cameron Cowan on Twitter, and The Cameron C Show. And for all the news you need to know in 10 minutes or less and why you should care about it, I'll see you here next time. Bye-bye now.